In honor of Women's History Month, we are putting a shine on some of our fabulous female team members and leaders here at Caesars, Harrah's, and Tropicana. These women are blazing trails in often male-dominated industries right here in our own gaming industry in Atlantic City. We asked these ladies to share their advice and wisdom for others. Let's take a look.
Meet Caesar. It may be his empire, but here in Atlantic City, we have some outstanding women helping to run the show at Caesars, Harrah's Resort, and Tropicana. From GMs to talent games leaders, head chefs, and IT directors, these ladies play a big part in making your visits with us more memorable.
Cause she's a boss. B-O-S-S-L-A-D-Y. Holds a crown, no one can deny. B-O-S-S-L-A-D-Y. L-A-D-Y. Cause she's a boss.
The most valuable lesson that I learned in my career is to trust yourself, trust yourself, trust yourself. You are smart, you are capable, you have a perspective that is valued. Trust your instincts and be willing to voice your perspective, even if it goes against the grain.
The most valuable lesson I have learned in my career is never compromise your principles. I think you need to follow your moral compass and you need to go with your gut.
The attitudes and behaviors that have helped me achieve my goals are, geez, there's a lot. I think the first is learning to accept some feedback, right? Everybody needs feedback to help them grow. So with that comes being able to listen to someone without preparing the answer in your head, and then acting on that feedback. And I think actually making sure that you are well schooled in your craft.
The single most important trait of a leader to me is integrity. And I find it very important in my job as the Regional Vice President of Finance, naturally. But I always like to surround myself with people that are always know that doing the right thing is required and not an option.
Okay, so I manage change with a box of tissues? No, open arms. Very positive. When you give that, your staff feels comfortable, you're able to grow as a team, and that's how I manage change. And they also say there's a reason why some trees are still standing through a storm. That's because they bend. Flexibility.
My piece of advice for women to be chefs is you have to have tough skin. Super thick. It's a tough business. You deal with all kinds of personalities, you deal with all kinds of people. You just have to be tough. You don't take and don't take no for an answer. That's what you do.
When I work with people, the most important thing to me is honesty, integrity, and respect. I also don't make sure to ask my team to do anything that I don't do for myself. I lead by example. I also help my team on the floor working in slots.
So when I think about my functional area of marketing, we talk a lot about what marketing is, and really at the most basic form, it's just changing behavior. And I had a mentor early on in my career who told me it's not just changing behavior, it's actually how you change behavior that matters. And one of the ways to do that is to really inspire that change. And so when I think about that in marketing, I also like to apply that to leadership. And so some of the challenges of leadership that I face, especially leading through change, I often think about how to inspire. And I think that's what really makes a successful leader, is inspiring people to go in a direction together.
The most important decision I made on this job is to make the decision. Too often, no one wants to be accountable in making a decision. They pass it around, I don't know, ask this person, that person. Make the decision and hold yourself accountable.
B-O-S-S. B-O-S-S. B-O-S-S.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Here at Caesars, Harrah's Resort, and Tropicana, we are committed to gender equity, diversity, and inclusion 365. To learn more, visit CaesarsAC.com or follow us on social media.